Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Yasser Ahmed. So we're going to be looking at continuing on with the bitmap graphic tutorials. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be splitting some pictures up. We're going to be taking selections and then placing them inside of frames and then mixing up the order. So we have three different pictures here which have been cut up and then muddled around in a different order. So what we need to do first of all is, or before we start, we're going to be looking at selection tools again, but we're going to be using a rectangular marquee tool. We're going to be using layers today, and we're going to be merging layers together as well. So what we need to do first of all is open up the pictures that you want to split. So I've got a couple of pictures I want to split. So let me just go to open. Go back to downloads, Ronaldo. Let's open up these two. You can change the view in thumbnails if you want. I want to open up these two pictures. Okay, there we go. That's the first picture, and then that's the second picture. So it's set up to take a free kick in both pictures. Right, so the next step is to create a new file, and it's going to be 600 by 400. So let's go to File, New. Um, let's do it up here. So we want it in pixels. Okay, so the width is going to be 600 and then the height is going to be 400. Okay, let's click on create. Right, so the next step is what we're going to do. Let's look. We can save the picture later. Okay, we need to take, using a rectangular marquee tool, create a selection around both pictures and copy them onto the new file that we just created. It's like this. So we've got a selection of the first picture and the second picture. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to select this tool here, rectangular marquee tool, and just draw a box around Ronaldo. And I'm going to use the shortcut keys now, Control C to copy, and let's press Control V to paste, and then Control T and Alt to maintain the aspect ratio to resize the picture. So that's the first one done. Okay, let's go to the second picture and do the same thing. So we're using a rectangular marquee tool. We're just going to select around the picture, Control C to copy, and Control V to paste, and then Control T because we want to resize it so it's pretty much the same size as the first picture. So Alt to maintain the aspect ratio. Okay, done. So once we've done that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line just going across the picture here. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's find the shape tool. Is it? Trying to see if we got the line tool. Yeah, here we go. Okay. You can choose the thickness of the line up here. Let's see how thick that's going to be. If we press Shift, it should be a straight line. Yeah, so that's the first one done. Control T if you want to move it anywhere. Whoops. Let's go to layers. How many lines have I done there? Then we get rid of. Okay. And we can move this maybe here. And if you've done the first line and you're happy with the first line, Control C, Control V to paste. Let me try that again. Let me just click off it. So edit, copy, edit, paste. And there's the second line. Let's just press Control T to move it. There we go. Okay. We're going to delete these lines later anyway. So let me just put this first one, line, the first bottom line, just above the knees. Okay, done. And then this will get sponsors in like that. Okay, done. We've got two lines. Let me just rename that top line. bottom line. We have two pictures, one where Ronaldo's in his Manchester United kit, and a second one where he's wearing his Real Madrid kit. Okay, so we need to rename the layers with a suitable name. Okay, so let's call it, rename this, let's call this one red. Just cancel that. White for Real Madrid. Okay, the next instruction that we need to follow is we need to duplicate each layer 3 times. Okay, so you can see we've got 3 red layers here, and we can call it red 1, red 2, red 3. So let's focus on the red layer first. Okay, and let's duplicate this. So you can right click on it and select duplicate, press OK, and duplicate, press OK again. What we want to do is rename these. So double click, you can call this 1, 2, 3. Okay, and what we're going to do, I'll do the same for the white one as well, is we want to make selections. So for each layer that we just created, or each duplicate version, will have a selection from the bottom, from the middle, and then from the top. Okay, so let's go ahead and try doing that, and then we can repeat the steps. So the bottom one, so this is red one will be bottom. I'm going to hide the other 2 pictures, so I'm just dealing with the first picture. I'm going to use the selection tool to get rid of the first 2 sections, the top and the middle section on this picture here. So we're just left with the bottom part here. Click on select and deselect. Hide that one now. Let's go back to the red 2. We need to maintain the middle section but get rid of the top and bottom. Just press delete on your keyboard. Okay, hide that one, show this layer here. And now we just want to keep the top section. Press delete. Oh, sorry, I am not in the right layer. Select and deselect. Right, so on the top layer, we got the top, the face. In the middle layer, we got the body. And then the bottom layer, we got the legs. Okay, so we need to do the same steps for the second picture on the right hand side. So let's duplicate it. Let's call it 2. And duplicate and 3. Okay, same step. So let's hide the other layers. So it's really useful. We're getting familiar with using layers and hiding aspects that we don't want to use. So that's going to, white 3 will be the top. Just click to deselect. Go to the second layer. We now want to keep the middle section. And then go to the last layer, the bottom layer. We want to keep the bottom. And we need to click on that layer to do that task. So what we should have is the bottom, the middle, the top. And let's do the same thing for the other color. So we've got the bottom, middle, and top. Okay, so we've done that for both pictures. Okay. And now what we need to do is move these pictures across. Okay, so you should have 3 layers now. Okay, so for each picture, yes, we've done that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this to here now. So we're going to mix up the pictures, I think. So let's click on red 2 and just click on the move tool. We're going to just put that there for now. White 2, just going to move that there for now. Okay, you can see the slightly different sizes, but we'll have to just adjust them in a minute. So red 2, press Control T. Okay, there we go, that's fine. And this one, I think white 2. What we'll have to do here is just resize this slightly. Should have really looked at the size at the start, to be honest. I'm pressing shift, so I'm not maintaining the aspect ratio actually. Trying to get it so the arms match up. Okay. So that one looks fine. This one here, red 2, Control T. I think that looks better. So what I'm going to have to do is click on the white one, which is that one there, and we can just take out this selection here. So this is why it's useful we know how to use the selection tools. White 3, we take out this here. Okay, and white 2, which is get rid of these parts on the side. Okay, so I'm hoping you guys have a good idea now how to use a layer. So we've just flipped up the pictures. Okay, the next step that we need to do is, so we've done that now, is we need to open up this frame JPEG, okay, and paste each of the pictures into the frame, okay. So, and then the last step will be to just rotate the pictures like this, okay. So we're going to combine the frame with these little parts here. So we're going to merge some layers together. So let's open up the frame first of all. File, open. And here's the frame. And you can see it's transparent already inside. We can make that selection. Let's copy and paste it into the main picture. And let's start off with, let's come down to the bottom. That one there. So Control V, Control T to resize this frame. If I press down Shift, it doesn't change the maintain the aspect ratio. That's what we want. Okay, that's that done. What would like so it is. So I'm going to call this red free frame. Okay, and what I'm going to do just before I merge the two layers together, these two layers, is I'm just going to copy this, Control C, Control V. Just leave it there for now, okay? I'll move that in a second. So let's merge these two together. So right click, merge the layers together. Where's this one? Red 2. Okay, let's do all the red pictures together at the same time. I'm just going to pull that down to red 2. I'm going to make another copy of this. So it's just behind there. Right, let's do red 2 now. Control T to resize it. Press Shift not to maintain the aspect ratio. Done. So we've done that one. Here's that frame and that picture. So let's combine, change that name, red 2 frame to this. Merge the layers into one. And we have that one there. So that should be red 1 frame. Okay, and it's going to be combined to this picture here. So let's just move that over there. Control T, Shift not to maintain the ratio. Merge these two layers together. Okay, so it's one layer. Okay, guys, If I press Control V, yeah, I've got my frames. I'm just going to move these frames now next to the white pictures. I'm just going to call this white 3. So it's really useful that we get into the habit of, you know what, let me delete this one now. Delete this layer. I will duplicate this one a few times. Right, 2 frame. Duplicate white 3 frame. So let's have a look. I've got 2 3s, so let me change that to 1. Okay, they all must be overlapping. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get this first picture here. I've noticed red 2. We just need to cut off some part of this picture. Okay. White 1, okay, and let's get the frame next to it as well. Just move this here. So this one is just white 1 is selected down there. This is change this, Control T, the size. Okay, so white 1 frame and that one we can merge now, done. Okay. White 2 frame. So where's white 2? This is white 2, and this is going to go to the middle one now. Shift, no, Control T to resize, Shift not to maintain the aspect ratio. So right 2 and the white picture, we're going to merge into one. And then this is going to be the last one. And then we're almost at the end of this tutorial. It has to be above the picture. Okay, so we want the frame. So Control T, Shift, and then let's merge. Merge these layers together. Done. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to delete these lines. Don't need them anymore. They've served their purpose. Okay. Now what we can do is we can just rotate some of these pictures around. So red frame 1, Control T. We can just move that like that. Control frame 2. Let's just move this one like that. Next one, let's tilt that slightly. Control like that, maybe, I don't know. Control this one, let's move that like that. Control T. I think that will do. So let's just click off, done. So basically what we've done in this task is we've used a number of tools. The layers was so important in this particular task. We've had to use layers, we've had to rename layers, we've had to merge layers together. We need to use the eye tool here to hide layers, so we can see what we're working on. And we also use the selection tool to make selections to get rid of parts of a picture as well. So in this video tutorial, hopefully guys, you've got a good grasp of using the selection tool, the rectangular one, naming layers and merging layers. Thank you for your time. Hopefully this was useful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.